that. I missed...
That's
I
all.
loved that place.
I don't
Among
want
its
to
tall
talk about
trees, I missed the...
Words cannot describe the horror.
Here lay the remains. You can't...
Who did that?
I forgive you, Father, for having left.
Saborans knew Henry was not here.
Mother,
They
I hope you
slaughtered
found peace.
poor children.
Forgive me for leaving.
I
I couldn't stay by your side as I was haunted day and night by Father's shadow.
claims to have seen a young girl
I hated him,
wandering around in the
but my
courtyard.
heart was filled with sorrow.
That doesn't make sense. Why would they kill them? Doesn't make sense.
Forgive me both for leaving Victoria alone. I don't know where she is. I know nothing about her except that she's scared and lonely, if even alive. I don't even know if this is a sin, as following God should never be regarded as such. May God forgive me, for I am lost, only a shell of the man I once was.
I could do nothing.
So close to the sky,
You did good taking it back.
and yet so far from heaven.
Deserves a proper burial. Did you find anything on the mountain? Victoria, maybe? Only the Saborans. Henry,
Benedict?
I searched the whole mine.
You were just
Tried to
standing there
find
several
any
minutes.
Clues, some other entrance.
Nothing.
But nothing.
I was just crucified
No
for following
traces
God.
of her.
Let's go.
Or Nim. I was wrong, my brother. My baby is dead. And there's nothing I can do about it. But Victoria,
It's inhabited.
I must at least say Victoria. I know, I can feel it. She's still alive somewhere out there.
I don't think it's...
It leaves you to be evils. The letter you gave me. I didn't want to break the promise given to Victoria. She said when the right time comes. And then we woke up. She went missing and I kept waiting. And so the right time never came. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Where were you? I found him in the castle. Because of the letter. Was the man in the yellow mask your father? Bogdan Lang.
The natural...
What? Bogdan. One of the Lang brothers. He's the man who
A
jumped
very
in the castle.
weird and creepy form they have. It's like looking at a...
Jumped. Not pushed. I saw it.
It's the resting place of Ida's mother.
Nothing until we have solid proof and the whole truth. I'm going to that dreadful island. And I'm going with you. Why would you want that? What changed? That ground plan you have could be our last hope to find and save Victoria. Again with her. No, listen to me. Henry mentioned the man named Yakov Dranger, former priest of this church.
After what happened...
Ich würde mich das schämen, wenn ich die wäre. Kein 5 Wort wechselst mit mir. Kein 5 Wort. Du tust umgifteln alles. Ich
If I have to
zahl
wander
viel
around
und
this...
du tust umgifteln. Du bringst nicht einmal Milch mit. Und dann hast du immer eine dumme, verdammte Dreckschnarre. Und dann mit dem Dustin tust du eben nichts gewesen, ist er, der dich blockiert hat, ohne Grund.
Ja, wieder mal in mir geschrieben haben.
Nein, ist nicht wahr. Und
Doch.
du tust mich ignorieren, mich als deine Mutter. Ich würde mich schämen. Ich pack mein Zeug und verschwind morgen. Und dann hast du mich aber gesehen. Und da meine ich ernst.
Mhm.
Weil ich brauche dich nachher nicht mehr.
Can we talk?
The king is here! Stay silent! Hide somewhere!
Where is he?
Go away, fool! You'll lure him here!
And the children! Oh my God! Dear God!
I'm sorry.
It's closed.
Never wanted. She's right. There's a way to get on the guy. How? Henry said it's impenetrable. What? God.
Nothing to do in there.
That's insane. There must be another way. There is. What happens next? After you denounce us?
It's locked. It's locked.
How fast can you do that? Right away. I don't think about it.
They've moved Henry's body. He was right about the asylum, about the Subordins, about everything.
God rest his soul. I hope he found peace.
There's a time and place. Why would Evelina do this? She just left him here on the wet and cold floor.
We won't interfere. She hates us enough already.
Henry deserves better. This is disrespectful.
For I have sinned.
That
I
poor
had
woman is in
abandoned
shock.
you.
I'm sure she'll take care of him eventually.
I had abandoned you.
Let's move now,
For
please.
you punished me by losing my baby. My
He was- but-
family. No, you're not being Nikolai. You are not telling the whole truth. Bist du abgedreht? You want salvation from the stake. Tell me where the Book of Sekra is, and I'll grant you absolution. To each, I give a final chance. Okay, gut.
It's locked.
Jetzt der hier?
Thank God.
Ketzer.
I don't want to see that horror again.
Die Ketzer fragen. Aber ich würde sagen, das machen wir beim nächsten Mal, beziehungsweise gleich, wenn ihr das sagt.
Schnell, Josie.
So, willkommen zu Saints. Das ist eine Ketzer.
Bin wieder da. Ja, da will ich nicht so viel Bier aus Öbi. Es ist pro Stadt etwas Online-Spielen nicht. Ja. Egal.
Nikolai.
I gave you so much, and in return, got nothing but death in that mine.
Remember, the truth is always painful. Sometimes even horrible.
Looking at you, I couldn't agree more. Worm.
Prophet?
Wir sind noch schneller als der Kragen.
Oh. Toll, Beinknochen, super. Junge, kann ich mal dein Bein leihen hier? Okay, ich denke mal, die anderen Beine, die anderen Knochen müssen wir uns nicht mehr angucken. Holz. Ja, versuchen wir es kurz die Kette. Ja, das wird
Ja.
Nein, das ist fest. No way. No way. Benedict! Alright. It's time for another push. This time with some real force. Wir machen die Knochen der Kette. Das scheint ja wohl zu gut. Laut einer Studie können 92% der Menschen ihre Ziele und Vorsätze nicht in die Tat umsetzen. Wir werden es nicht erfahren. Good. The mechanism isn't blocked from above. Now, all I have to do is get Benedict up. It's useless to pull it without Benedict being in the plate. Okay. Jetzt Kreuz. You are not yet to be crucified. Also für Animation war scheinbar kein Geld in dem Spiel. Das finde ich ehrlich gesagt ein bisschen schade. Ulrich,
Ja.
Nightmares again. I was Ulrich, the man whose portrait I saw in the courtroom of the castle. I torched heretics and was cursed by a witch in chains. It was horrible because I know there's some truth to the curse. I made sure I would remember it. Where am I? Consider yourself blessed. You fainted after the first whip on that boat. Now that you mention it, I'm starting to feel the lacerations. Hold tight. I have to untie you. Und wieder schwarz.
It leads to the lodge. We have no reason to go there anymore.
What are you waiting for?
It leads to the lodge. We have no reason to go there anymore.
Now go on, get up. We have to hurry. Where are we? It's like a mass graveyard to me. Wait a minute. I have nothing in my pocket. My Bible. Everything. Yes. They took everything we had on us. We have to get my Bible back, Nikolai. And we will. Calm down.
Who could have done this?
I don't know. We should stay away.
If I remember correctly, the graveyard should be directly below the section marked with the X.
I see only twigs, branches, and a couple of sheaves of a strange yellow root.
What is that yellow thing in there?
I see only
What is that?
It's not going to... I struggle to find a...
Hop in. I'll pull you up.
I dare...
Too weak for anything else. Back. Whenever you're ready. Can I start? Got my eyes.
I wonder if that is the window of the basement my father was referring to.
Victoria! Are you down there? It's too dark. We should talk to Vera.
Madam Vera, it's me, Benedict.
We just want to talk.
Nothing. Madam, are you here? I have information about the priest. Your lover.
She's here. I can feel it. Open up, or I'll do it.
Would you calm down?
Victoria is in the basement, and we're here standing on the porch knocking like two beggars.
We don't know that. It could all be a big misunderstanding, or the hallucinations of a dying man.
I've had enough. I'm going in.
Wait!
See if she's still breathing. I'll check the basement and the rest of the house.
Thank God. Vera is still with us. Madam, wake up.
How did you do?
Are you all right? What happened? You want the chalkboard? Right. Just a moment. Can you hold it? Here. Was outside to feel the tree, fainted after. Why you here? Nikolai has been led to believe my sister is in your basement. I know, calm down. I disagree with him. That's Nikolai in the basement. My sister's husband. Why he thinks she here? We found your lover. In the asylum. He died soon after we arrived. I knew. I felt the tree. The tree told me. I could not accept truth, but I knew. I deserved sadness for his death, but he did not deserve to die. Did he suffer? Yakov was tortured and was in great pain. It's hard to say anything that makes sense now. What do you know about Yakov's life before he came here? He served God as a priest. Nothing else? Church sent him to succeed Pavle Moravica. Pavle, our former priest. Why, you ask? Yakov was definitely a man of few words. Not to me, we were soulmates. He always told me everything. Before his eyes closed, I had a chance to talk to him. He said some things I want to ask you about. Call Nikolai upstairs. Have you convinced yourself that she's not here? You are good soul, but I don't know what he is. He is strange. He won't find anything, but you need ask me, so ask quick while he not here. Yakov said that only you can save my sister from the basement. That is why Nikolai is so obsessed in finding her downstairs. Many basements, catacombs in this valley. How can I know where she is? Yakov said nonsense. I'm not quite sure yet. I think she's lying to me. Do you remember saying that I'm cursed? I know you are. How could you know that? Your voice and soul talk to me. Yakov claimed you can put an end to that, to my bloodline's curse, and that you can help me save Victoria. But I don't know how and where. I know nothing. You are not telling me everything. He said I need to kill the witch and destroy the Sekvra book. You are not telling me everything, Benedict. The name Jadwiga Mazrak, does it mean anything to you? Horror, pain. That evil spirit was in my family. Your family? Mother gave birth to sister in Merzel's house. Sister was possessed at birth by evil spirit of Jadwiga. So the spirit of the witch dwells inside that house. It was there, maybe not anymore. It lived in my sister's body for many years until she died. My sister did not make me blind, voiceless, cursed for solitude. It was Jadwiga. God wanted her to do it. I deserved punishment, and I did not offer resistance. Why would you deserve such a cruel fate? I explore that house, and my mother come look for me. She start give birth to sister there, and father decide we stay until end. She gave birth in that house because of me. Then she and father died because of evil spirit in my sister. I am guilty. I deserve punishment. Why Yakov tell you this? What are you to him? Stall. Do not make him come upstairs. Not yet. I'm trying. Have you checked the 2 locked doors? What are you to Yakov?
This man is dead. He has no intestines. Because of the rats who ate them while being trapped under that bucket.
Yakov was my father. His real name was... I don't want to know. I felt it that you are his son. He lied to me and God. He had a family. He came to Sveti Kotar to save us, but failed. My mother died. Probably my sister too. All because of the curse. All because of Jadwiga. Help me to end the suffering. Do you know what he meant by Victoria being in the basement? I think you do.
What? Where? Where is Victoria? Easy, Father. Calm down now.
Where can I find this basement? Not a basement, it is underground place. Where do we find it? You must find it, not him. Victoria is in Mountain's womb. Alive is, not dead. Nermin is keeping her. Udav Mountain? How do you know she's still alive? My visions. I saw her chained, terrified by demon screams. Nothing else. She is alive where Saborins lived before Kotar and his expedition murdered the tribe.
Try to find some water. I'll stay here with him.
How do you know all these things?
You do your best to make him talk before it's too late.
Nikolai already visited the mountain, but found nothing but a mine there. No one found Saborin settlement after Kotar. Many tried, but no one found. Many died. Centuries-old mystery. Even when I had eyes I never saw, never was there. But I know place where you must look. I know because Jadwiga told me. So where is it? I don't know how you enter, don't know what is entrance. But where is that location? Kasag's prophecy foresees. The king of Saborens is coming. That is reason. It is happening right now. If Nermin want become king, he need pray for ritual. He has your sister in only place where ritual must be. Yakov wanted to know things, but he was my love. I could not risk to lose him, so I lied not to know more. It is time now. It is mystery why Nermin chose your sister, but you must save her and you must end curse. You must save people from King Nermin. You must tell me, now, the location. Find old Inquisition painting of mountain that Ulrich made. Where do I find the painting? In the Grimalda castle? I've been there already. No, castle is dangerous. Antique store owner has replica in store. Ask Elisabetta and say I sent you. She will help. I helped her. Say so. Ulrich de Inani drew a painting? People say it was him. He was obsessed to find Jadwiga and Sekvra in this valley. He believed but failed to find. He wanted to find Saborin settlement but failed to find, just like Yakov. Lost mind at end because failures and set himself on fire. Poor man. Painting will help to explain where you must go. You must get it. How will the painting help me to find that place? Come back here and I help. I need painting to show. Remember, after you get in Udav, you must find Jadwiga body and torch it. You must not forget. Find it and destroy. It is there, Jadwiga told me. Only way to destroy Jadwiga evil spirit is to incinerate body. And destroy Sekvra. Sekvra can be destroyed only if falls into dark hole of Ahrizat. The kingdom of Ahrizat? Temple of Truth has endless hole. Hole is passage to Ahrizat. Eternal darkness and torment. You will not save sister, not anyone. If you do not do that, evil will survive if you fail. Do not forget.
Victoria's not here. Did Vera reveal anything?
God, you scared me. How did you get here?
There's a passage that leads outside the basement and surfaces in the woods. You withered old hag! You saw us on the porch and moved Victoria out. Where is she?
She did not. Calm down. I know where Victoria is.
Where?
I'll tell you everything on our way back to town. Let's leave Vera in peace now. She has to rest. Do you need help before we leave, Madame Vera? Are you sure you're all right? All right. See you soon.
So, after following advice from a shell of a man, we...
Don't talk about him that way.
You are doing your best to find your sister dead. We just shifted from your father's nonsense to his lovers.
I'm ready.
Why have you followed me then? I told you what Vera...
Have you seen her? She's a blind, withered old woman knocking on death's door. But I'm going to listen to her only because it proves, finally, that I've been right from the beginning. Victoria is in that mountain. I was right. I'm following you. But I won't get rid of the Sekvra before we find my wife.
By keeping that book, you are putting me in great danger as well, and...
You know the reason. Sekvra may be our leverage to get her to safety. I'm not getting rid of it. End of discussion.
There's something strange about him in this book. It's not only about saving my sister.
Margot!
I've never seen God. I only hear his voice through the hole.
Thought so. Now what?
You have to look at this
We use the power of the voice.
To repent. Just start walking in the light.
Hello? We need something. It's urgent.
Who is it?
Can you open up, please? Vera said to come to you about an important matter.
One can never find peace in this town. Come in.
Well, don't just stand there. You disrupted my peace. Speak up now.
We wanted to ask you about a painting you might have.
You said Vera sent you. Is this about Ulrich's painting?
Do you have it?
Yes.
May we see it?
Maybe. You may even take away that damn painting. But you
Ich
need
hab
to
doch noch das
give me
Messer. Warum kann er
something
sich
in
denn nicht,
return.
Komm ich da jetzt überhaupt raus aus der Situation?
What's wrong with the painting?
It shows what should remain hidden. You already know what it is. It's just that you don't know how to find it.
What do you want in return for the painting?
Look around you. I want a rare, special object that no one... I don't know what I want. I'll know when I see it.
Warum wird man denn gezwungen, solche dummen Sachen zu machen?
Excuse me.
Warum muss ich vielleicht an der Kette ziehen? Marco! Marco!
Awesome.
I'm ready!
What a
Ja, der kommt immer.
I'm no everything.
Scheiße. Marco! Kann ich denn nicht mein scheiß Messer benutzen?
If I didn't come here, thoughts like this would never cross my mind. It's not going to work. That's a strange notion. I'd rather give my heart...
Okay, jetzt haben wir ein Problem. Ich hoffe, ich habe ein Safe Game.
Asum Tavruli at the top. What a strange taste for books. White and red squares. To ring the bell would be... Excuse me.
Step outside and stay there. I won't open that door again.
I dare not to try. I don't... I have no... I think... It's a weapon.
And it's not that special or rare in this valley. But I've never had a chance to hold one in my own hands. Give it to me.
Sorry. Have you asked him a true faith is having faith in others, Benedict?
Yes, it's mine now. It's my turn to inflict pain on God's behalf. Anything else?
Was über Victoria erzählt? Wie ist der in Anstalt gelandet?
I'd rather give...
Did he tell you anything
I
about
should contemplate...
Look closely enough and you find God.
I have no faith in the outcome.
Wie ist der in
I
Anstalt?
dare not...
How did he end up in the asylum?
This feels... The crucifix should be enough.
To take a look at the painting, sure, it is. But if you want to take it with you, you'll have to do better than that.
Nikolai, do you have anything for Elisabetta? I have nothing else.
I might. I have to check.
For God's sake, would you snap out of this self-pitying state and start answering my questions? You'll have us both killed. Listen to me.
Nerman wants it, which means I need it.
Did he tell you anything meaningful?
I'd rather die. Sekfra. I need it to protect myself and save my wife.
Anything about Victoria?
Have something for me?
Must find that man. Jakob lies dead in front of us.
I changed my mind. I have nothing to give you.
Changed his name after arriving in this town. Your father was Jakob Berger. He lied about having been sent by the Vatican.
So it's only the crucifix.
Wait here.
Process the things he said.
body. I can't leave it here. He will be eaten by rats or tossed in the piles below.
Take a look.
It's impossible. You know that. But
The moon is so domineering.
The Saborans believe the moon is under Kazak's control. He influences humans and oversees life. But if you ask me, he is a false god, as much as the moon is a false light. Whenever I glance at it from my window, I see the helm, or even better,
rest in
the
peace.
crown of evil.
Ready to go.
The point where
I am.
Henna River surfaces and flows into the darkness of Carcassa. Now that you had a good look at the painting,
Okay, was machen wir jetzt?
what do you want
Nochmal
to
mit
do
Marco
with it?
reden?
I'm not sure yet.
Great. This seems like another complete waste of...
I think I know
Kannst
the
du es nach
reason.
unten bringen? Entschuldigung.
You are not the first person to come
Can
looking
you
for
move
it.
us down now?
When looked at upside down and at the right angle, you get to see.
It's the accursed symbol. How is this possible?
Why? We couldn't see this the other way around.
You're asking me too much. I know nothing of drawing techniques, or whatever the case is here.
You must leave.
Who else asked you about the painting?
Jakov Prenger.
You helped the priest?
My body and soul paid the price for refusing to help him.
What happened?
What about you?
I was taken
Are you
into
sure
the
you don't want to come
asylum
with us?
back when he was still
I
the
want to
warden
use my own
there.
home,
Well, not
not
only
the
the
one everyone
warden,
else uses.
but the
My home
executioner
is my
as well. He
Good luck,
tortured me
Marco.
for months,
God
maybe
bless you.
years. I couldn't say.
I'm sorry
I've almost
for
forgot.
what he did to you.
The
It's
bucket
your
with your
fault.
drink.
Why
I'm
didn't you
leaving
help
it
the
here on
man?
the wall.
He was powerful. You knew what would happen.
I couldn't betray my only true friend, Vera. She's an angel.
Das ist der
Vera
Mama.
begged me not to help him because if I did, she knew she would lose him forever. And eventually she did. But her life is a spiral of continuous sadness and sorrow. I just couldn't accept giving
I don't
it
think
a
I can
last
leave his
time.
body in this place.
This is a Saboran symbol. We've seen it many times in this valley.
Their most important symbol.
The three triangles are the three peaks of the mountain.
The dot in between the two peaks is the moon.
I wouldn't be
Facade.
standing
And
here
the
if that
line
was the
falling
truth.
from the
But
moon is the light that falls onto
now
the
I
lower peak,
understand
which casts a shadow on the location at the foot of the
he
mountain.
chose to leave.
What is that location?
A place of beauty and terror. Pepel.
Mostov mentioned the place. It's where the Inquisition carried out the executions.
If you are guilty or not,
What happened
a
in that cell?
Saboran or wrongfully denounced, destiny awaits you in this place. The executioner would bind your hands and feet and tie a weight around your neck.
It's not much, but
Then he
I
would
gave you the
cast
time
you
to grieve
into
the
the
fact your
Henna's
father is
spring.
dead.
If the
Gone.
person was accused of
Thinking
something
about him,
else other than
pitying
witchcraft,
yourself now will only send your sister
torched
his way.
at the
We have
stake
to
immediately.
act. What did he say to you? I was trying to say.
The detective said
was
Saborans were
elaborating.
executed at the castle in the
Some
past.
things made
Not
sense to me.
just the Saborans.
Strange
The
kind of way.
Inquisition built a
What do you
road that
mean?
descended from the castle directly
Also,
to
bestand
Pepel,
darauf, dass er die Dinge
called by the
tun musste,
locals
die er
Kutlesheva,
bereits
which
tat.
stands for the Road of Cadavers.
How can we find that road?
You can't. The forest
Mother
devoured
insisted that he
it
must do the
centuries
things
ago.
he already did. More specifically,
What
pass
would
the
happen
family's
to the
Bible
person
to his
cast
next
into
of
the
kin.
spring?
If the
The
accused
last male
sang,
child of the Dohnani
they were
family.
considered a
Me.
Saboran.
Then he said he needs to
Whereas
go to
if
Sveti
they
Kotar
floated,
to save his
indicated
bloodline from the
witchcraft.
curse of Jadwiga
In both
Mazurek.
cases, they were
Nonsense.
tortured
Did he say anything
alive
about
after the
Victoria?
ordeal.
It's
Like the
it's all
rest
so
of the
strange and
accused
frightening.
and their ashes
I dreamed.
thrown into the river.
Jadwiga
History
was
books
in
say
my
differently.
dream, and I
Those
was
who sank
Ulrich the
were
Ignatic,
considered
who was
innocent.
Ulrich,
Yes,
our
well,
ancestor. All right.
If they sank,
You should let
then
him
they
stay dead
embraced
and
Henna,
focus on the
the
present
water
and
that leads
Victoria.
out from the very uterus
Also hat
of
er
the
vielleicht das
accursed
Gefühl,
mountain. When here,
Josef erwähnte immer wieder den
the
Keller.
rest
Josef
of
kept
the
mentioning
world
the
and their
basement,
ways
about
of
how did I manage to get out, and why did I leave Victoria there.
ordeal.
He blamed me for leaving her alone. What basement? We spent all of our youth in the cold part of our house. In those dark
It's a
times, we
map.
laughed together.
What map?
The
Cried
symbol
together.
is a map. It shows
Got
where the
beaten
entrance
together.
is.
Correct.
It's how we
The
found
symbol
God.
is
Would you
so
leave the
simple
past
and
behind
clear,
already?
and yet
And forget about God for a
no one
moment.
has ever
Wake
realized
up.
its true
We need to find her.
The past could be the key to find Victoria.
How?
I'm not sure yet.
Before leaving the island,
why
you
is this
said you knew
symbol
where to
pointing
go.
out to Pippa?
Nothing you say now has meaning. We hit a dead end. We went onto that
entrance is
island,
there?
and
How did you know we're looking
I
for
was
it?
That's the
whipped,
whole point of this
tortured,
painting.
and had to
Ulrich found the
confess.
entrance and then hid
For
his
what?
findings
That is not the
into
truth.
drawing.
You
Listen,
mean he found the location of the entrance, but not the entrance
Wissen
itself?
den
He found the
Kellerfilm, den
entrance,
immer wieder erwähnt
saw
hat?
and felt the
Den Kellerfilm
Samoran's
könnte Victoria
underworld.
vielleicht
Didn't
retten
he
und
set himself on fire?
He did.
Maddened by his
Der
failure
Keller
to
unten
find what he
raus.
was
you have
looking
to
for.
find
He
that basement
didn't
you
lose
kept
his
mentioning.
mind because he
Go
couldn't
back to your
find it.
childhood home
But
in
because
Georg.
he did,
Not exactly.
he went in, and when he came back, he was never
If we
the
find
same
that
again.
basement, we might be
Just
able to
like
save
our
Victoria
patron saint.
and put an end to
Vera
my
was wrong.
bloodline's curse.
Or she lied to
You
us.
swallowed
She didn't
everything that
lie.
came out of your father's mouth.
There were times I've asked myself, the curse
What would
was
be the
just a
best
sham
way to
keep
reach
us
Peppa?
obedient,
There's
but the
just
curse
one
exists.
possible route.
I'm now more certain
Through
than
the
ever
Carcassa
before.
Are you
forest.
sure because
No
of the
human
dream
entered
you
that
had?
mountain for
Or because
centuries,
your
but now
father
we
told
get
you
there
so?
and just walk right in.
Both
I never
are
said I knew
absurd
the
notions.
entrance.
Because of everything we've been
Once
through since
there,
arriving in
you
Sveti
have to
Kotar.
figure it out
All
on your
makes sense
own.
now.
I
How?
believe I've already
Exactly.
seen them.
In a strange,
Explain it to me.
maybe
Push
even
away this
a
cloud of
natural
mist
way.
around my thoughts.
I need
Bethel
help to
is
do that.
shielded by a peculiar rock formation called Tulovegrede. Some people
Dort jetzt
believe these
zurückgehen.
rocks were once the hiding
Yes.
We have to go back
and
to
the
where it all
reason
started
why
yesterday.
Ulrich
Back to
and
that
the
damned house.
Inquisition were
Why would you want to
unable
do that?
find
Not
her.
the house.
You are full
We
of
have to visit the neighbor,
surprises,
the
little
old woman.
priest.
Vera Karsam.
Why?
When
Father
there,
kept repeating
find
that
a way
she's
to
my
climb
mother.
over
He left
or
his family, but he
circumvent
didn't
them,
forget my
and
mother's
you'll see
name.
the
I quote,
splendor of the
"Your mother
Hannah
Vera,
spring pool.
she's an angel.
You
Only
can't
she
be so
saved
sure
your
about
sister from
Ulrich.
the
I mean, this
basement.
happened
Mother can help
centuries
you
ago,
save
and no
her
one in
and
town
put an
seems to
end
know
our
anything
bloodline's
about it.
curse.
So
Kill
how do
the
you know?
witch,
You take
destroy
me as
Sekra.
one of those fools out there.
No.
So this
Don't
was your
question
plan.
my
Do you have any
words.
better leads?
I
Ideas?
didn't have to help you
Anything?
at all.
If that
I
is the
believe
truth.
I've said enough.
That elderly woman.
It's time for you to
Wait,
leave now.
You think
Why
she's
would you
keeping
want to keep it
Victoria in her
anyway?
basement? You
You
think
said
she's
it's
the
damp.
witch?
I doubt
And
it.
what isn't
I didn't
in
sense
this
anything
valley?
evil in
You
that
have
woman.
nothing
But the
valuable
way my
to
father-
exchange
It actually
it
makes
with,
sense.
so it
She
stays
might be
mine.
the source of evil.
I've gone
Not
through a
them.
lot of pain to get my
My
hands on
Entourage
it.
knows us
Come
the
on,
whole
old
time.
lady.
We
We
searched
know
for
it's just a
Victoria all
replica.
over this
You
accursed
don't have to
valley.
lie to make us
Only
want
to
it.
find her where it all
Besides,
started.
I don't think
we
we'll
don't
find
need
her.
it.
A replica wouldn't
my
have
father
the
gave us
symbol
something, but don't
hidden in
expect
the
a miracle.
painting. Ask
Victoria
Bogdan
is
Lang
no
if you
longer.
don't believe me.
The custodian of the castle? He's dead.
Dear
Lass uns direkt
God,
zur alten Frau gehen.
what happened?
Muss noch ein paar
You
Dinge
heard about the
erledigen.
man who fell off the castle
I have
roof.
to do some things before we
That
talk
was
to the old
him.
woman.
Oh well,
Whatever it is,
you got me
make it
thinking.
quick. Every
He was a
second is
low life
vital.
anyway. And with him
Ich will nur mal
gone,
gucken, ob wir hier
nothing
jetzt was
ties me
machen
up
können.
with the painting's theft anymore.
Good for you. We have to go now.
Old fool.
Benedict, shall we?
Playing so helpless. That leech thing is gone. I should have.
Stop wasting time on this smelly cadaver. He looks like a
And
fish
don't
out of
come
water.
back.
Also ich schätze mal, er ist einfach tot. Gut, dann...
We have no reason to go back to Vera now.
Are you sure?
She told you the same as
Zurück zum
Elisabetta.
Haus?
She doesn't
Schätze
know where the
schon.
entrance is.
Gehen wir direkt mal
Why
dahin.
waste precious time?
I don't know. Maybe she lied.
What does God tell you to do?
Was denkst
Let's visit Vera first.
du über Geld? Vielleicht denkst
Oh my
du,
God.
Geld
Vera.
ist böse.
I'm not shocked to see this. How could one live if their soulmate is dead?
Da sind wir wieder. Oh, was ist denn mit der Tür passiert? Hier ist ja alles verrammelt. Was zum Teufel?
Who could have done this?
I don't
Vera
know.
left a veil.
We should stay away.
Yakov found where entrance in
Hier
Udav
ist ja noch eine
is.
zweite Tür.
You must draw Saboren symbol on top of painting. Place
I
triangles
see only
where
twigs,
peaks are.
branches, and a couple of sheaves.
Line
of a
in
strange
middle
yellow
at bottom
growth.
end. It is where entrance is. I do not know what is location. I just write what Yakov said.
We already know that. She's describing Pepel. Does it mention Victoria?
You have to figure out where location is, but once there, to enter Udav, you must look for place where witches see world upside down. A place where witches see the world upside down?
I don't think I understand.
That is how body of sister, Jadwiga, always told me. place where witchcraft beings see world upside down. A place where witches see the world upside down. Yes, of course. What else could it be then? The water ordeal.
Sorry?
It must be what Elisabetta said about Peppo. The Inquisition performed the ordeal by water at Peppo. The accused ones were bound by hands and feet and cast into the river spring with a weight tied around their necks.
And?
Think. They sank with their heads first, which made them see the world upside down.
Right.
I did not tell you because of shame, guilt, but body of sister gave birth to Nermin. Jadwiga is mother of Nermin. I am guilty for that, like for my parents' death, for Yakov, for everything. I do not deserve God and his forgiveness. I was in love with man, with family. I will fall further down now, further below ground, into eternal guilt and torment. I brought only desolation to this reality. God have mercy on my soul, and may he help you to find the right path. That's all.
Good. Let's move now.
That path seems to lead. I don't think it's locked. It's a very tall tree. It's inhabited by dozens. You have to figure out where location is. That is how... Yak line, you have to... That is how... I brought God... It's the right... after what happened? It's a cursed place that God left ages ago, and I have no reason to go in there again. Nothing useful. Just a large... It's a bird. Conrad Gricano. Bella Gris. They did good.
Sister did not make mine. Was this cursed result? It was your making. God wanted her to do it. Observe punishment, not all. What do you deserve such a fate? I explored that house, my mother.
If I have to wander around this... That path seems to lead nowhere. All I see are rotten... It's man-made. The Tulove Grede.
Let's find a way to get past them. Are you ready? Getting over won't be an easy task. I won't be going back anymore. You shouldn't either.
Let's go to Pepel.
What are you to Yakov?
Pepel.
I won't go back on those rocks. It's too dangerous for the body and soul.
What a place of beauty and terror is Pepel.
His real name was...
What are you doing?
I don't want to know.
Nikolai?
I found him guard his son. Lied to me and God. He had a family. He came to spend
The spring of the Henna River. Murky and completely lifeless. The ordeal by water was carried out here, where witches see the world upside down. Nikolai, do you see anything that could be an entrance?
No.
You're acting weird again. What's wrong? Nikolai? Ancient stakes made of stone. Just like in the dream I had on the island.
Not a basement, is underground place.
Via Cadaverum, the road of cadavers. Or as they call it in this valley, Put Lesheva. It's completely overgrown, but on our way back we should try heading this way instead of the rocks.
How do you know she's still alive? My visions. I saw her chained, terrified by demon screams. Nothing else. She is alive where Saborins lived before Kotar and his expedition murdered the tribe.
Nikolai.
My, what a beautiful full moon night. In a place of great suffering.
What moon? There's no moon in the sky tonight.
It's an evil spirit, invisible to my eyes. So how can I even find it?
Tonight.
The Sekra book. You must have the book to see her. I found the book with my sister in Merzel's house. Catacomb. Nikolai has the book But he didn't tell me anything. Except that
The perfect place for the weak and for fools.
the one holding the book. Sometimes she uses the form
Via
of other
cadaverum.
persons or animals, but she always shows. Must hurry. Stop right if Nikolai comes.
Via cad... That is not a viable option. That is not a viable op... What would be the reason to try... An unattained... That is not a viable...
I don't know how you enter, don't know what is entrance. But where is that location?
I think I've found the entrance.
How do you know?
Follow me. I'm going in.
God, where? Into the water?
Just do as I say. Trust me for once.
Nikolai! Are you insane? Come out of there! Nikolai! I can't see him and I hear nothing. What should I do now?
How can you know? Why did you choose Victoria as his victim? When I was young, Jadwiga would play with my sister Bud and me.
The old road of cadavers that leads to the Grimalda castle. First, we find a way into the mountain, or fail to do so. Then we try using this overgrown road to get back to town.
Yakov wanted to know things, but he was my love. Could not risk to lose him, so I lied not to know more.
Am I really going to follow him?
It is time now. It is mystery why Nerman chose your sister.
This water is
You must
plagued,
save her, and
cursed.
you must end
God
the curse.
knows what.
You must save people from King Nerman. You are last hope.
Am I really going to follow him?
Your sister.
God,
And you.
help me.
You must tell me, now, the location. Find old Inquisition painting and mountain that overlooks me.
Das ist die Inquisitionsteil, das ist von der Burg, oder nicht? Ulrich der Inani hat ein Bild gemalt, wie finde ich das?
Ulrich the Inani drew a painting.
Are we dead, Nikolai?
People say it was him, who was obsessed to find Jadwiga and Sekvra.
You heard the monsters in the spring, too?
Believed, but failed to
What
find.
were they? Thousands
Wanted
of
to find
tormented
Saborin
souls
settlement,
screaming.
but failed to find.
Screams
Just like
so
Yakov.
horrible they hurt.
Lost
I've never
mind and
felt
end
so much
because
pain.
failures.
Deep,
Set himself on
visceral
fire.
agony.
Poor man.
It seemed to go on
Painting
forever.
will help to explain where you must go.
Is behind
Must get it.
that rock.
You're talking about Nerman?
The king of Saborans.
What rock?
Where do I find the painting?
Is alive
In the Grimalda castle?
How
I've
do we
been
get
there
through
already.
that rock?
No, the castle is dangerous. Antique
Nikolai,
store owner has
where's the
replica
rock?
in store.
Talk to me.
Ask Elisabetta and
He's
say I
losing his
sent you.
mind, or
She will
playing
help.
with mine.
I helped her.
Either way,
Say so.
I'm on my own.
Also ist dieser Buchladen doch noch zu was gut. Wie wird mir das Bild helfen, diesen Ort zu finden?
How will the painting help me to find that place? Come back here and I help. I
You've
need
opened
painting
the
to show.
Sekvra book.
Remember,
Why would you do that?
after you get in Udav, you must
Victoria
find
is near.
Jadwiga body and torture
Alive.
it.
Close it.
You
It's
must not
dangerous.
forget. Find it
No!
and destroy.
We
It
must
is there,
pass through.
Jadwiga told me. Only way to destroy Jadwiga, evil spirit,
What's going on with you?
body.
Monster
And destroy
is
Sekra.
here. I feel
Sekra
it.
can be destroyed
How
only
can you
if
feel
falls
him?
into dark hole of
He's
Achizat.
close.
The kingdom of
feel it.
Achizat? Temple of Truth has
How do we
endless
get out of
hole.
here?
Hole is passage to
Sekra is the
Achizat.
key.
Eternal darkness
What do
and
you
torment.
mean, the key?
Will not
The
save
solution.
sister, not anyone.
To what?
If you do not do that,
Key to get
evil
to
will survive
Victoria.
if you fail. Do not forget.
Victoria's not here. Did
I'm
Pharaoh
not
reveal
comfortable
anything?
doing this, but I have no
You scared
choice.
me. How did you get here?
There's a passage that leads outside the basement.
Are these sigils?
Surfaces in woods.
Sigils of
You
the seven
withered old hag!
Utalaks
You
of
saw us on the
Athelstan.
porch and moved Victoria
I
out.
read about them
Where
on the wall
is she?
below the church.
She did not. Calm down.
Gods of
I know where
Athelstan,
Victoria
the
is.
kingdom of soul slaves.
Where?
I'll tell you everything on our way back
What
to
do
town.
these
Let's leave
symbolize?
Veda in peace now. She has
The
to rest.
gods of Athelstan.
Do you need help before we
The
leave?
moon
Veda?
must be
Are
Kasag.
you sure you're all
What
right?
about the rest?
The gods of Athelstan. Irkur Athelstan.
All right.
They
See
call
you
them the
soon.
Utalaks.
Utalaks of
So,
Athelstan.
after following advice from a shell of a man,
We don't talk about
I
him
don't
that
recognize this alphabet.
you are doing your
Subordinate
best to
script.
find your sister dead.
Can you read it?
We just shifted
No.
from your father's nonsense to
These
his lovers.
dastardly pages you drool
Why
over
have you
are
followed
getting
me
us
then?
nowhere.
I told you
Close
it
the
was there.
Have you
cursed book.
seen her? She's a blind, withered old woman
Will
knocking
you
on
wake
death's
up?
door.
Look around you.
I'm going to listen to her.
There's nothing to see. We're trapped here.
Finally, this I've been right
Rocks.
from the beginning.
Look at the rocks.
Victoria is in that
I
mountain.
believe rocks are the key.
Was right.
And
I'm following you. But
you
I
are
won't
right.
get rid of the Sekra
Sekra
before
should
we
rest
find my
now.
wife.
By keeping that book, you are putting me in great danger as well.
And you know the reason. Sekra may be our leverage to get her to safety. I'm not getting rid of it. End of discussion.
There's something strange.
I feel a gentle breeze against my face and throat.
About saving my sister.
It must be the passage Nikolai speaks of.
Not so.
It's full of narrow, deep crevices. They look strange. Doubtfully a work of nature.
Hello? We need something.
It's
It's
full of
urgent.
small crevices. At its bottom.
Can you open up, please? Vera said to come to you about an important matter.
God, the symbols.
One can
I see
never
them.
find peace in this
Crows,
town.
trees, the moon.
Irkur Athelstan.
Come in.
Symbols of gods.
Ancient carvings.
Come in. Well, don't just stand there. You disrupted my peace. Speak up now.
We wanted to ask you about a painting you might have.
You said Vera
Interesting.
sent you.
These same
Is this
sigils
about
are on that
Ulrich's
page, right?
painting?
Do you have it?
Yes.
They
May
must
we
have
see
been
it?
carved eons ago.
Maybe.
Same as the
You
symbols.
may even take away that
Sigils
damn
of the seven
painting.
Utalaks of
Take
Athelstan.
something in return.
Was stimmt mit dem Bild nicht? Was willst du als Gegenleistung für das Bild? Die sieht aber auch nicht mehr so fresh aus.
What do you want in return for the painting?
Look around you. I want a rare, special object that no one... I don't know what I want.
It's wet.
I don't know
Has a
what I
peculiar
see.
yellow color and sulfuric smell.
What's wrong with the painting?
It shows what should remain.
Nothing to see here.
Already know
Just
what
a
it
dank
is.
rock.
It's just that you don't know how to find it.
Excuse me.
Etwas, was
I understand. The same sigils and symbols seen in the book are on these walls.
Strange notion.
What now?
We open the passage.
It's not going to work. Excuse me.
How do we get through?
We must work together.
was kann
But
ich
how?
dir geben? Was
Tivaleva Kasag.
What?
We must get to Victoria.
Open the book. Let me see those pages again.
No.
Why? I can't
Step
find a
outside
connection
and
with the
stay
carvings.
there. I won't go.
Mother says Sekra is mine.
What?
Sekra must rest now. We'll need it later.
He must be seeing Yadviga.
White and red squares.
I have to hurry up and find a way out of here.
The chessboard.
Adziri Simagle.
Get yourself together, Nikolai. Wake up from this, from whatever is happening to you.
Two must hunt. Two must come back. Two must work together to pass through.
What are you talking about?
Text said 2 Saborans go out to hunt. 2 must come back to pass through.
The text from the book? You said you can't read it.
I'd rather give my
Mother
heart
read
eyes
it to
instead.
me.
Okay, wir können ja was
So how do we work together to pass through?
I stay here, by this rock. You go to the other one.
The other one? You mean the one with the symbols?
Yes. Irkur, Ahrizat.
Okay.
Symbols of gods.
Yes, it's mine now. It's
Then what?
my turn
What
to
about those
inflict
symbols?
pain on God's
You
behalf.
push one at a time. Push a
Sollen wir
symbol.
noch was geben?
Then tell me which
Maske.
sigil I have to
I
push.
have no faith in the outcome.
So if I push the symbol of the moon, I have to tell you to push the sigil of Kasad.
Good.
I have no faith in the
Good.
outcome.
Kasag is the god of moon and existence.
To take a look
I
at
remember.
Sure,
I get it now.
it is.
Kotar wrote the solution on the wall of his crypt, the Utalox of Ahrizat. Belzis is the god of the lost mind, Rashahaz of the trees, and Ashreor... I'm not sure.
I have nothing
I
else.
can't remember the rest.
I have to check.
Utuloks are rising. Matanbal,
Gelbe
Ashreor,
Maske.
Nazash, Rashahaz,
Madman wants it,
Belzis,
which means I need it.
Kasag, Yatka.
Dann bleibt nur noch das Messer.
I need it
What
to
if I
protect
miss?
myself.
What if I tell you the
Save
wrong
my
name?
wife.
Wer steht
The
da vor der Tür?
king
Mutter?
is coming.
Following me since the island.
Nikolai!
She did. I feel safer.
His
with
mind
her
is
around.
fading into nothingness. It must be the malevolent sway of the book, heightened by this evil
I'd
place.
rather die.
I'll try
Sakura
to get it
stays
right.
with me.
Ja, aber ich habe nichts, was ich dir geben kann.
I changed my mind. I have nothing to give you.
Your choice.
Push Matanbal.
Was kann er ihr geben?
So it's only the crucifix.
Wait here.
Push Ashreor.
Pray to Ashreor before looking for human flesh and blood, the god of hunting.
Take a look.
Push Nazash.
The moon is so domineering.
The Saborans believe the moon is under Kasak's control.
Push
He
Rashahaz.
influences humans. And oversees
Push
But
Belzis.
if you ask me, he is a false god. As much as the moon is a false
Push Kasag.
The three peaks.
Push Yatka.
I glance at it from my window. I see the helm. Or even better.
All symbols are pushed in. What now?
A small river spring at the foot of the mountain.
Tiva Leba Kasag.
The point where Henna River surfaces.
He did his part. All sigils are pushed into the rock.
Now that you have
Death
a look
is
at the
coming.
What now? All the symbols and sigils are in, but nothing happened.
This seems like another complete waste.
Kasag is waiting.
You're not the first person to come forward.
He did his...
Death.
What now?
Kas-
Now, and at the right angle, you get
Ex-
It's the accursed symbol. How is this possible?
Why? We couldn't see this the other way around.
I think I see the rock moving. This could be it, Nikolai. Come, let's go.
Death is coming. Kasag.
This is a Saboran symbol. We've seen it many times in this valley.
their most important symbol.
The three triangles are the three peaks of the mountain. The dot in between the two peaks is the moon. Kasag.
And the line falling from the moon is the light that falls into the lower, which casts a shadow on the location of the mountain.
What is that location?
A place of beauty and terror and
Also mentioned. British carried out the executions.
Are we dead, Nikolai?
The monster.
You heard the monsters in the spring, too? What were they? Thousands of tormented souls screaming. Screams so horrible they hurt. I've never felt so much pain. Deep, visceral agony. It seemed to go on forever.
Monster is behind that rock.
You're talking about Nermin?
The king of Saboran.
Ins Schloss hingerichtet worden.
What?
Victoria is alive behind.
How do we get through that rock? Nikolai, where's the rock? Talk to me. He's losing his mind, or playing with mine. Either way, I'm on my own. You've opened this club.
No.
What? How do we? What?
The
To
key.
I'm not. Are these?
God.
What do they call? I don't recognize this alphabet.
No.
These dash. Will you wake up?
Look around.
There's no.
Ryan.
Interesting. These same.
Yes.
They look. God, Crow, you ain't. I under.
We.
How do
we must?
But what?
We.
How do we get?
We must.
But what?
We.
Open.
No.
What? What? He must get you to what?
Tech.
The tech.
Month.
So how the other?
Yeah.
So how do the other?
Yeah.
Then
You push.
So
Good.
I rebelled.
Marcus.
Nick. His mind. How? Push Kasag.
King Kasag, god of moon and existence.
Push Russia has. Are we? You heard? You're what? How do Nicola talk? He's losing his mind or playing with mine. Either way, I'm on my own. You've opened this club. What's going on? How do what to keep? I can't know. What the they call? Are these sigils? I got these dastard. Will you wake? Look, there's Ryan. Interesting. These say yes. They look sick. God, the symbol crows. Ancient. I understand. How do we? But what? How do we? But how? What? Open up. What? He might get to what? The so high the up. Yeah. So high the up. Yeah. High the up. Yeah. So how the up? Yes. Then you put so good. I rebel. Nick. His mind. How? Push Kasag.
King Kasag, god of moon and existence.
Push Ashreor.
Pray to Ashreor before looking for human flesh and blood, the god of hunting.
Push Rashahas.
God of natural cathedrals, full of shadows and leaves.
Push Matanbal.
He who sends his minions to take your rest, the god of nightmares.
Push Nazash.
Prince Nazash, god of flesh and blood.
Push Yatka.
The god of crows, Yatka.
Push Belziz.
Takes your conscience, beliefs, and values.
How can we find that road?
Leaves nothing but primal fears and instincts. Pure madness.
Nikolai, look. Something is moving.
Vielleicht die Schwester.
Who else asked you about the painting?
The king is coming.
You helped the priest. What happened?
It worked.
Victoria! Back when he was still the warden there. Well, not only the warden, but the executioner as well.
Wait!
He tortured me for months, maybe years.
I'm sorry for what he did to you. It's your fault. Why didn't you help the
Dear
man?
God.
He was powerful.
The land
You knew
of
what would
death
happen.
and
I couldn't
malice.
betray my
Sabor's
only true
settlement.
friend,
I'm alone again. Every time things
Vera
get bad, that
begged me
man
to
disappears.
because if I did,
Physically or mentally.
she knew
I should follow the light and hope for the best.
she did.
Like I have any other option left now.
Life is a spiral of continuous sadness and sorrow. I just couldn't accept giving her the last stab.
So why is this symbol
The floor
pointing out
inside is full of holes, just like in the catacombs below the house. It might be the tribe's graveyard, but I'd need a source of light to find the body I'm looking for.
It's a map. What map? The symbol is a map. It shows where the entrance is.
Correct. The symbol is so simple and common, and yet no one has ever realized its truth. Ulrich found the entrance in that pit explained.
Fallen boulders blocking the stairs. It's impassable. I can't even see where they lead to. It's pitch black inside. I should find a source of light before venturing forth.
She didn't lie.
You can't be so sure about Ulrich. I mean,
This must be the Temple of Truth, where the ritual...
No, please.
So how do you know?
No more.
Victoria!
Please.
God, is that really her?
No human entered that mountain for centuries, but now we get there.
The endless hole Vera told me about. It allegedly serves as a passage to the kingdom of Ahrizat. A strange root plant grows out of darkness, engulfing the hole. It's yellow and smells of decay. The urn is full of strange-looking rocks that keep burning without being consumed. The scent they give smells of sulfur. It's not going... If I didn't... That's a... The color of the moon. The fake sun. I've seen this shade of yellow too many times since arriving in this valley. I can't see the point from which the drapery is hanging. I can only gaze in awe at how tall this temple is.
Come on, old lady. We know it's just a replica. Don't have to lie.
Victoria?
Kill me, please.
Calm down. It's me, Benedict.
Brother?
She's a living corpse. She has no face, no ears. What's left of my sister? All I see is the shell of a human being.
Benedict?
Where's that monster?
Shall we? Also, wir müssen den Ball.
Good luck. And don't come back.
Where have you been? We must get...
No!
I had to find it.
She doesn't know where the entrance is.
You had to find what?
The body.
I don't know. Maybe she...
Yadviga? You found her body. Where is it?
She's standing right next to me.
You had nothing in your hands, and nothing is standing next to you. What is wrong with you?
Only I can see my mother.
You always seem to disappear when it gets dangerous. There's nothing funny about it.
It's your ignorance that makes me laugh. You don't know what it's like to be in this agony.
Agony, you say? Look what that monster did to my sister. The wife you've been longing to find.
It's him.
Who?
Listen to me. My mother will get us out of here. Just calm down, and everything will be fine.
Your mother is long dead. It must be that you're seeing the spirit of Yadviga.
No, and no!
How many times have I told you to get rid of that book?
Sakura stays with me. I need it.
Yadviga is part of the book. She's eating your soul.
She's my mother. You can't see her because you're living a lie, separated from reality.
It's him! Nikolai is the monster!
The book has nothing to do with her. She came back into my life after I ended Nerman's. All thanks to my wife, who is both a blessing and a curse to me.
You killed Nermin? When?
This is all your sister's fault. And you did this to me. You made my life a nightmare.
What are you talking about?
I had to do it. I had to kill Nerman. He was about to kill Victoria in that house. She should have never brought us to Sveti Kotar. Not followed her father's letter. If only she did not care about her fool of a brother. Things would have been different then. I would still have my family, my baby and my wife. And I wouldn't have this thing growing inside me. This monster mutates me into something inhuman.
You are the monster we've been looking for this whole time?
I am not the monster. The monster lives inside my body.
Let's move now.
Look at your wife. If you had the courage to kill Nerman for her, then you must find the strength to subjugate his spirit and take control of him. You can do it. You must do it for Victoria. You need to calm down now. We can help you. God can help you get on the right path. We have an exorcist among our ranks in the monastery. You just have to resist until we get back home.
Ha! Only my mother can help me. From the day I was born, they said I was a sin. God's degenerate. No one stood up for me. No one. And no God listened to my prayers. No one, except for my mother. She protected me. She guided me. And she made sure to silence those vile voices of the orphanage. In this tragedy, she comes back to me. And now I should listen to you? A man who cares only of what God has to say to him? Why listen to a spawn of the murderous Dayanani bloodline?
Wait, this is not who you are, brother. Forces of evil are manipulating your thoughts.
I listen only to my mother. If I kill you and Victoria, I will be rid of the monster inside. I will be free. And I will have my family back. My mother and my baby, who will be raised from the dead.
You killed our baby! You dragged me here! You tore my face off! And you made me listen to the maddening voices from below! You did that, not the demon! It was you! Monster!
I am not guilty for what has happened! It's you! And you should blame your brother!
No, Nikolai, wait!
What did you think? That I was following your orders because you're smart, capable, and so thoughtful of others?
Nikolai, we are family.
Look at your sister. I said, look at her. This is on you. You did that to her, not me. Now look me in the eye and tell me you are guilty for everything!
Words cannot describe how devastated I am for Victoria and for the deaths of all these people. But God is witness to your evil deeds. Lucia, that poor lady. You slaughtered her like an animal and made me believe it was Nerman who came to the house.
She had to go. She saw the crow from my nightmare in me. The spirit of Nerman.
Too.
He was about to die anyway, and he wanted to take Sakra from me.
And who killed the orphans?
I had enough of listening to them and seeing how mean they were toward that poor child. So I silenced them once and for all.
They had to die? They were the only children left in this town.
No one's left to miss them.
You committed the same sin of the witch nun from Minsk, your mother. You killed the mayor of Sveti Kotar.
My hands did, not my soul. It was Nerman who wanted him dead.
Why did you lie about not knowing where Victoria was?
You mindless, godly man.
You could have killed us anywhere you wanted. In Budapest, or the moment we stepped inside that house.
Nerman knew how to get here, not me. That is why I needed you. To find the way so that we could be here together, as a family.
Why drag us to this temple?
I follow the words of my mother. It is where the ritual must take place.
I recall Vera telling me Nerman requires prey for the ritual. I was so blind, stupid. I want you to ask yourself, how are our deaths going to help you? Think about all the sins you've committed. Put that knife away and think about it. It's not too late. If you kill us now, you will become that same monster you are trying to destroy.
No! Tivaleba Kasag. Hadziris Simartle. Tivit Gadasasveli.
Nikolai, Jadwiga is using you to fulfill Kasag's prophecy. You need to stop this.
The demon.
Fare kortsi agrisat tvit. Fare kortsi agrisat tvit.
Nikolai, you are just being used for a vile cause. Listen to my voice.
Bow before me. I am to become the king of Saborans.
I'm afraid this man is beyond salvation. I should act. God forgive me.
Now! Push him into the hole! Now!
Please, in the name of God, don't...
No! Benedict!
I believe in God.
I am the king of Saborans.
God is my shepherd. I lack nothing. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. For you are with me.
Tivaleba Kasag, Tvit Gadasosveli. Tivaleba Kasag, Tvare Kortsir Kortvit. Kasag Nazashiatka. Russia has Matan Baldelfus.
Ich meine, er hatte gesagt, es gibt keinen Weg zurück mehr. Das heißt aber auch, dass wir Anton nicht mehr sind. Direkt zur Tür auf, vorsichtig durch den Wald gehen. Wir gehen direkt dahin. So, ja, dann komm. Wollen wir da hochklettern?
Shall we now? Let's go to Peppel.
Peppel, genau. Pepe.
Peppel. I won't go back on those rocks.
This must
It's
be
too
the temple
dangerous
of
for the body and soul. What a place of beauty and terror is Peppel.
Das ist dieser See?
Come.
What are you doing? Nikolai?
What's...
Oh, wir können wechseln, guck mal. Quelle. Das erstmal an.
The spring of the Henna River. Murky, completely lifeless. The ordeal by water was carried out here, where witches see the world upside down. Nikolai, do you see anything that could be an entrance?
No.
You're acting weird again. What's wrong?
You need to God.
Nikolai.
You need to God. We haven't.
Nikolai.
Look at if you.
No. What a beautiful full moon night.
Wait. This.
In a place of great suffering.
What moon? There's no moon in the sky tonight.
What did Nick?
The moon is always here.
And word.
Tonight it is perfect.
Look, you was up.
Was ist denn mit der Schrift los hier? Ah, jetzt geht's. Das ist immer da, ne? Manchmal sieht man ihn nicht.
Nikolai.
Nikolai.
The demon.
What moon?
Nikolai. I'm afraid this man is beyond salvation. I should act. God forgive me.
Oh, die ist wieder da. Mutterquelle.
If Lucia was right about this
Such
small
a beautiful
skull.
place. The yellow color is so soothing to my soul. If it only wasn't for the ashes at the bottom. They ruin the perfect image.
Push him into the hole now.
Da ist der Mond. Warte mal, haben wir den hier nicht?
Mother!
Krass, er sieht den Mond nicht. Okay, nur er sieht den Mond.
No.
Und natürlich die Mutter, die eine Halluzination ist. Wir reden erstmal mit, weil er halt das Buch hat.
I see fear in his eyes. I have nothing to say to him.
Können wir Mutter hier,
It's
ne?
over, my sister.
Ritualmesser und Mutter?
An unattainable suggestion.
Schade.
Kassak is with me! Mother is with me!
Dear God, he's holding on the root.
Nein.
Take the knife from the floor. Cut it.
Gesagt.
Let him rot in Ahrizat.
I think I've found the entrance. Follow me. I'm going in.
Good. Where? Into the water?
Just do as I say. Trust me for once.
God, no!
Ja, also der Eingang ist im Wasser.
Nikolai, are you insane? Come out of there!
What are you waiting for? Cut the root.
Nikolai! I can't see him and I hear nothing. What should I do now?
You're everything!
Ja, komm.
He has
Am
my
I really
Bible.
going to follow
He must
him?
have taken it from me in the struggle.
Ins Wasser, nein, ich kann ins Wasser verseuchen.
God, help me.
Promise.
Benedict,
Tot.
do not listen to him. It's just a book.
Unglaublich.
Are we dead, Nikolai?
The monster.
God will understand.
You heard the monsters in the spring, too? What were they? Thousands of tormented souls screaming.
No, Mother.
Screams
Mother,
so
save
horrible
me.
they hurt. I've never felt so much pain. Deep, visceral agony. It seemed to go on forever.
Monster is behind that rock.
You're talking about Nermin?
The king of Saborans.
What rock?
Victoria!
Victoria is alive behind.
How do we get through that rock?
I feel so
Nikolai,
strange.
Where's the rock?
And weak.
Talk to me. He's losing his mind or playing with mine. Either way, I'm on my own.
I can finally let it go.
We'll find a way out of here. And you'll be taken care of.
You're bleeding.
It's nothing. Don't think about me. Before...
Yes?
I have to find... Do you remember the story of the witch that cursed our bloodline?
How could I not? But this is not the right time to discuss it.
You know, The night we arrived here, I dreamed about that day our aunt died. Now I understand why. It was an ill omen. This temple doesn't remind you of the basement in our house, does it?
No, it...
The witch was hiding in the shadows of our house, as she's hiding now in this temple. You heard what Nikolai said.
Enough. We should leave.
I found him, Victoria. Father died in my arms.
Oh, Benedict. I'm so sorry.
He sacrificed himself by coming to Sveti Kotar. And now I understand why he did those things to us when we were young. He loved us.
You have to let him go now.
He was trying to protect us from the spirit of Jadwiga Mazrak and the...
Nikolai called that thing Mother. Why?
Jadwiga used Nikolai's mother's appearance to trick his sick mind for her own desires.
What did she want?
To get revenge on us and seize the throne for Nermin. Both would have been achieved if Nikolai killed us here. I believe I saw Jadwiga once after arriving in this town.
When?
While unknowingly carrying the Sekvra book in my pocket, inside the Bible.
I don't recognize this alphabet.
I'm sorry. There wasn't enough time. I was chased. I had to hide it from...
You have nothing to apologize for.
But I ruined your Bible.
Just mere pages full of words that mean nothing if you don't know how to use them. It was just a book.
We must leave. Now.
Remember the ill omen. Jadwiga wasn't destroyed. She's here, and our bloodline remains cursed if we...
Something far more terrifying dwells within this mountain. Take me out of here. Drag me if you must.
Calm down. Everything is going to be all right. We'll make it. Father's sacrifice and your suffering. Everything will be in vain if we leave now.
Don't do that.
I must find the body.
It is dangerous, and you don't know where to look.
I can't leave without trying. It won't take me long, I promise.
Benedict.
I must be losing my mind. Victoria! Victoria, can you see him?
See whom?
Father. He's laying on the altar.
Stay away from it. The altar is empty, and Father is dead.
Victoria is right. He's dead. But he looks so real. What am I seeing then? And why? Father?
You've left God! You're not my son anymore!
This isn't happening.
You and your sister. You are a sin. A disgrace to the family name.
You're not real.
What are you doing?
Kill your sister and yourself!
Stay away from that altar. We must leave.
End the Dokhnani's bloodline. Embrace the punishment. The passage is waiting for you.
I'm sorry, sister.
What now?
What are you
We
doing?
open the passage.
Benedict! It's me!
Our time has come.
Open the book. Let me see those pages again.
No.
Why? I can't find a connection with the carvings.
Mother says Sekvra is mine.
What?
Sekvra must rest now. We'll need it later.
He must be seeing Jadwiga. I have to hurry up and find a way out of here. How do we get through?
We must work together.
But how? What?
This must be the temple of...
Get to Victoria. Adviri Simartle.
Get yourself together, Nikolai. Wake up from
Victoria,
this, from whatever is happening to you.
What's
Two must hunt. Two must come back.
too. Must work together to pass through. What are you talking about? Text said.
Where have you had to find? You had
must come back to pass through.
It's who? Your
The text from the book.
It's
You said you can't read it.
What?
Mother read it to me.
You need God. We have. You need to God. We have. Look at
Können wir also zusammenarbeiten, durchzukommen?
So how do we work together to pass through? I stay here by this rock. You go to the other one. The other one? You mean the one with the symbols? Yes.
And they
Why
drag us to the? I recall Vera. I won't think it's Nicola.
Then what? What about those symbols? You push one at a time. Then tell me which sigil I have.
No! Push him into the hole!
So if I push the symbol of the moon, I have to tell you to push the sigil of Kassan. Good, Benedict. Good. Kassan is the god of moon and existence.
I will kill you with my bare hands!
On the wall of his
No! Push him!
Elzie's the god of the lost mind. Can't remember the rest. It's over. Rising. Matanbal. Ashmeor.
It's over, my sister.
Rashahaz. Elzies. Kasag. Yatkach. What if I miss? What if I tell you the wrong name? The king is coming. Nikolai! His mind is fading into nothingness. It must be the malevolent sway of the book, heightened by this evil place. I'll try to get it right.
I'm sorry, my dear sister.
Cut it!
The sigils of the Utalux. I'm staying here. You push the symbols. The sigils of I'm staying. Oder die da. Oh, okay, Mond. Bäume.
Give me my knife back. I knew you would never abandon God. You're too weak. A pathetic, insignificant man. Slaves of Kasag.
King Kasag. God of moon and existence. Okay.
Benedict!
Und?
I believe
Es ist
in
egal.
God.
I am the king of
God is even I.
Tivaleba Kasag, Tvitgada Sosveli.
Scheiße.
Tivaleba Kasag, Tvare Kortsir Kortvit.
Aber falsch. Prince Nasash, god of flesh and Push, Yutka! All symbols are pushed in. All symbols are pushed in. What now? We're falsch, wa?
This must be the temple of truth, where the rich God. Victoria, come.
All sigils are pushed into the rock. Death.
What's that? Where?
What now? All the symbols and sigils are in, but nothing happened. Kasag is waiting. No, das war's. I think I see the rock moving. This could be it, Nikolai. Come, let's go.
It's who? Your house.
It's coming.
What?
Kasag.
You need God. You need to go. Look at if you know what.
Okay.
Wait, this. I know what Nick. Look. This. Word. Why you? Why?
Das ist jetzt tricky. Woher soll ich jetzt wissen?
And they know you. Look, you was a. You might. I think it's. It's Nikolai.
The demon.
Nikolai. I'm afraid.
Muss ja einer mal
Nikolai.
sagen hier, ne?
You are right. It's all my fault.
Why would you do
Your
that?
fault.
Victoria is here. Alive.
You were infected by that evil spirit because of me.
No! We
I
must
had to
pass
kill the
through.
evil man to protect your
Jetzt
sister.
einfach fotografieren. Was ist mit dir los?
I've brought only death upon us and this town.
I'm not comfortable doing
Yes, you
it.
did.
I have no choice.
You are at the source of
What
this
do these
tragedy.
symbolize?
The gods of Afrisat.
Da ist es doch.
The moon must be Kazakh.
I've chosen to live
What
a
about the
life in
rest?
solitude with God.
The gods of
You
Afrisat.
neglected your family.
It was a sin,
Call them the Utaloks.
and I want to change.
Utaloks
You
of
still can.
Afrisat.
It is not too late for
Ah,
both of
Foto
us.
gemacht.
Help me to change, and I'll help you back.
Ole.
Are these sigils?
How would you help?
Sigils of the seven.
That monster
gods
inside of you can be
Afrisat.
defeated, and I know
I
where
read
your
about them on
baby
the wall
is.
below the church.
My baby?
Gods. Gods
It's
of
a girl.
Afrisat.
Where is she?
Detective Mostov is taking care of her. She's well fed and healthy.
Oh, my baby.
Come on, Nikolai. Let's take Victoria out of here and
My baby girl! My baby is alive. I'm not a degenerate. You are trying to deceive me. Slaves of Kasag!
No! Benedict!
I believe in God.
I am the king of Zaporans!
God is my shepherd. I lack nothing. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil.
They look ancient.
Aber woher weiß ich jetzt, was ist?
So the passage Nikolai speaks of. Nothing.
Alles einfach.
Nothing to see.
Was gibt's? Egal.
God, the symbols. Crows, trees.
Irkur, Afrisat. Symbols of gods.
Ancient. Just like the sigils on the other wall.
This must be the temple.
No.
God.
Okay, versuchen wir es mal.
I understand. The same sigils and symbols seen in the book
Victoria,
are on these
come.
walls. What now?
We open the passage.
How do we... What?
We must.
Okay,
Open the book. Let me see those pages again.
No.
Why?
Where?
I can't find a connection with the carvings.
You had.
Mother
You had.
What?
You had.
Sakura must
He must be seeing Yadviga.
Who?
Get yourself together, Nick.
What are you texts said?
You need to
The
calm
text
down.
from the
We
book?
have-
You said...
Mother.
You.
No, what?
So how do we work
Wait,
together to
this
pass
is-
through?
der muss ja noch, der hat ja was
I
gesagt.
stay here by this rock.
You
You go to the other
No,
one.
what did Nikolai?
The other one? You mean the one with the...
Yes.
You.
Irkur, Afrisat.
You killed.
Symbols of gods.
And who? They.
No.
You. Why? You.
Then what? What about
Think
those
it all.
symbols?
It's not.
You
Nikolai.
push one at a time.
Nikolai. I'm afraid
Push a
this
symbol. Then tell me which sigil I have to
If
push.
Lucia was right.
So if I push the symbol of the moon, I have to tell you to push the sigil of Kasag.
Good, Benedict. Good. Kasag is the god of moon and
push him
existence.
into the hole now.
I remember. I get it now. Kotar wrote the solution on the wall of his crypt. The Utalux of Achvelzis is the god of the lost mine. Rasha has of the trees, and Ashreor, I'm not sure. I can't remember the rest.
Utalux are rising. Matanbal, Ashreor, Nazash, Rashahaz, Elzis, Kazak, Yatkach.
What if I miss? What if
The king?
Nicola is mine?
I'm holding.
Okay.
Let me.
Scheiße, ey. Weil ich die ganze Zeit so lapidar erzählen. Nein, ich Hauptmenü. Und dann mussten die auf einmal hier alles merken, ne? Okay.
Victor!
Versuchen wir es mal. Ansonsten nehmen wir eine Lösung, weil das. Keine Ahnung. Also Mond ist Kasag.
Push Kazak!
I don't see a
King
reason.
Kazak, god of moon and existence.
So, wer war das hier? Fleisch und Blut, Krähen, rasender Mann, geschlossene Augen, Bäume, jagende Männer.
He said he loved you. He was
Das Belsis, Yatka.
You just.
We must leave.
Remember, come. Father, I can't ban it.
Ich glaube, Rashas ist das.
Push Rashahaz!
Scheiße, das war falsch. Können wir direkt laden hier? Oder haben wir noch was?
This is you're not.
Nachrichten sind Harry Wasserfolter. Auch wieder zu lesen. Oh. Cool. So kommen wir wieder zurück.
Kill your sister and yourself.
No. You must die, once and for all.
What did you do?
You were just a burden. I had to. This altar lid is so fragile. I managed to.
Get away from it. Please.
A body is hidden inside, and it looks ancient. Could this be Jadwiga? You knew what was there, right? Victoria!
After he brought me here and tore off my face, I was barely conscious. But I remember seeing Nikolai hiding a body in there. Just leave it there, please. You don't know how it will affect you.
No need to be worried about me. That's a strange... I have no faith in... I should... This feels... I should take a closer look at the body. I should take a closer look at the body. The body was wrapped in some sort of yellow cloth, probably as part of a Soboran ceremonial ritual a long time ago. I dread even thinking about unwrapping it, but this must be it. This must be Jadwiga's body. I should do what I was tasked to do. Reduce it to ashes. That's a straight... I should do what I was tasked to do. Reduce it to ashes. I should do what I was tasked to do. The urn is full of strange... I struggle to find a reason to do that. If I did... I dare... That's a strange... I dare... I... Stat... Cutting a piece of its cloth to set it on fire. I struggle to find a reason to do that. All I need is to set it on fire and stab the evil thing with it. I should contemplate more about this decision. For God, I have no... I don't know. It's such a thing. After centuries of agony and death, the Dohnani family sees freedom. This knife and fire end your existence, Jadwiga Mazrak.
Get us out of here!
It's over, sister. The witch can't hurt us anymore. Jadwigam, the curse. Let's leave this accursed place.
Can you forgive me?
Sister?
About Mother.
I should ask for forgiveness, not you. I did the same thing as Father. I left. I am so sorry for everything you've been through. It's my fault. I've been wrong and blind, Victoria. I should have been there for you. Forgive me.
Shh. The question our father always asked.
Victoria?
What is true faith?
Yes. Well, I think you finally know the answer.
Where am I? How have I ended up here? Victoria? Are you downstairs? The last thing I remember is being with her inside the mountain. But it feels so strange. When I think of what happened, I'm not sure it did at all. It feels like it was all just a bad dream.
Where have you been? We must get now. I had to find it. You had to find what? The body. Jadwiga, you found her body. Where is it? Next. You had nothing in your hands.
How have...
Standing next to you. What is
Victoria?
Only I can see my mother.
The last thing I remember is being with her inside...
Always seem to disappear.
But it feels like it was all just a bad dream.
There's nothing funny about it. It's your ignorance that makes me laugh. Don't know what it's like to be in this agony.
I'd swear there was a face here before. The sculpture is faceless now.
The wife belonging to mine.
Scott.
Listen to me. My mother will get us out of here. Just calm down and everything will be fine.
She's not in the house. Where should I look for her?
No. How many times have I told you to get rid of that book?
A cold breeze is caressing my face. It's...
Veronica is part of the book. She's eating your soul.
I left the house and followed the trail downhill to the sun-bathed town. While searching for Victoria, I encountered many people who made me realize what happened wasn't a dream. And I think I encountered far more than I can recall now. So I'd better start using this wall before the rest of them vanish from my thoughts. I saw some kind of prophet on the main square. He was preaching about an impending doom to a group of hideous people without eyes and tongues. When he saw me passing by, he stopped and invited the group to greet me. He said something about a head and how he'll always be grateful to me. As I left him and his followers, he raised a sack containing an eye and said, "Beware, Nikolai is watching you." Suddenly, out of nowhere, a girl appeared in front of me and hugged me. Before moving away from me, she whispered that she heard what happened and said she was sorry. Then her father showed up and told her to go visit a grave. She thanked me for that, and then they both left. I thought I saw a patch of water in the distance, so I headed that way. I was right. It was a lake. Someone put a grave at the beginning of a small bridge leading to a tiny island. My inner voice told me someone was behind me, and so I turned around and saw a nun staring at me. She said she still hasn't given up hope of finding a boy named Antun, and even though she is grateful for what I did for the town, she will never forgive me for lying about him. I wish I knew what I did. The nun told me to follow her, and so I did, in silence. At the entrance of the church, a young priest greeted me. He had a proud stance and white, intimidating eyes. It was a strange situation. I had a feeling he was waiting for me. He confirmed my suspicion after locking me up in his underground chamber a few hours ago. Before leaving, he asked, "Have you noticed anything in particular on your way here?" Somehow, he knew. I really noticed something that stuck in my mind. A discrepancy between people's smiling faces and their sad eyes. He acknowledged by knocking twice on the door, and then said, "Their eyes reflect their tragic past, while their
If you
faces
had the courage
reflect
to
their
kill
bright
Nerman
future.
for her, then you must
They
find
had
the
a
strength to
future.
subjugate his spirit
They are
and
free
take control
because
of
of
him.
you.
You can do it.
I became a
You
local
must
saint,
do it for
a
Victoria.
kind of Ivan Kotar. I'm the hero of Sveti Kotar. But painful
You need to calm down
consequences
now.
always
We can
follow
help
great
you.
achievements.
God can help you get on the right path.
I was told Victoria's
We
body
have an
was already
exorcist
cold
among our
when
ranks
they
in the
arrived to save
monastery.
us.
You just have to resist
This
until we
drawing
get back
is
home.
how I want to remember her. She was
Only
always
my
calm
mother
and
can help
hopeful,
me.
full of life.
The day I was born,
It breaks
They
my
said I
heart
was a
and
sin.
drives me mad when wondering
God
what happened to her soul after they threw
one
the
stood up
body
for
into
me.
the passage.
no one. And no God listened to my
But I
prayers.
forgave them,
No one
like she forgave me.
except for my mother. She
My
protected
soul
me,
is being eaten,
guided
and I'm losing control of my
She made
body.
sure to silence
These
those vile
whispers have
voices
become
in the
louder
orphanage.
and tormenting.
This tragedy,
It's
she
Nerman,
comes back to me.
the demon that possesses me.
And now I should listen to you.
But
A
I
man
will
who
not.
cares only of what
I cannot
God has
fall.
to say to him.
The people of this town
Why
will
listen
save me.
to a spawn
I know they will.
of the murderous
Because
Dayanani bloodline.
Wait, this!
patron saint now.
This is not who you are, brother. Forces of evil are manipulating your thoughts.
Das Messer. Nein.
I listen only to my mother.
Jetzt könnte ich doch die
If I kill you and Victoria, I will be rid of the monster
She's not in the
inside.
house.
I will be free. And I will have my family back. My mother and my baby. Raised from the dead.
You killed our baby. You dragged me here. You tore my face off. And you made me listen to the maddening voices from below. You did that, not the demon. It was you. Monster.
I am not guilty for what has happened. It's you. And you should blame your brother. Nikolai!